A stunning statue appeared in the church, but when the priest moved closer, he realized it was a real person bound to the pedestal. After a thorough investigation, the police found no fingerprints on the body, but a single word, artist, was left on the foot. The sheriff was shocked. 5 years ago, a criminal had kidnapped 6 women and turned them all into statues, exactly like the current case. However, that perpetrator had already been captured. Someone was deliberately imitating his methods. With this clue, they went to question the man in prison, hoping to find the killer quickly. Soon, Amy arrived at the prison. Before she could state her purpose, the artist guessed she was there about the copycat killer. Though startled, Amy showed him crime scene photos. She explained that this killer was highly professional. He had used the same preservative as the artist years ago, a batch that had been entirely sealed by the police. Therefore, the new criminal must have some close connection to him. The man smiled and offered to help, but on one condition: his prison cell had to be converted into an art studio. Only while painting, he claimed, could he think clearly enough to analyze the details. Without hesitation, Amy agreed, and so the artist began to paint while studying the photos. Soon, he spotted a clue, something unusual about the wings on the statue. Amy immediately went to examine them and, after careful inspection, discovered a nail polish brush hidden inside. However, that specific nail polish had been discontinued years ago. The last time Amy had used it was back in high school. She took a photo of the brush and brought it to the artist, asking why the killer would leave such an item behind. The artist didn't understand either. He had guessed something was hidden in the wings. He used to hide things there too. Seeing his serious expression, Amy believed he wasn't lying and continued her own search for clues. While the police worked tirelessly, another report came in the next day. A passerby had spotted a strangely dressed figure placed on a small boat, drifting slowly along the river. By the time Amy arrived, the body had already been recovered from the water. She examined it closely and found a clue under the fingernails, a tiny hand from a clock. The sheriff was stunned. His old partner had owned an identical one. It might even be the very same piece, but that partner had died years earlier during an investigation. When Amy tried to ask for more details about the old case, the sheriff fell silent. She quietly noted this detail in her mind. Night fell. After work, the sheriff entered a mysterious room. A woman on stage randomly selected an audience member and gently twisted a doll in her hands, and the man's body began to twist in sync.